people should read news accounts skeptically and carefully. And the reason I say read news accounts carefully and skeptically, I've been monitoring Twitter from journalists as well as people in minority communities around the country that have been responding to this. And the amount of misinformation that gets spread during an event like this is it's incredible how much. And there's a lack of desire to wait for things like an investigation to take place. People are pressing for action ahead of facts on any kind of side. And you can see things misinterpreted in the media, that you could see a picture and look at it one way, and then someone tries to tell you it's something else completely different happening. I think JD has a story about that was really indicative of what the media, or some in the media, have done to take this from reporting to extreme advocacy.
Yeah, absolutely. There have been lots of different crazy stories that have been out there, but and I've just recently seen another one in the same vein. But Salon has been out there, and they actually put out an article that says Baltimore's violent protesters are right. Smashing police cars is a legitimate political strategy. This is they are actually saying that these looters and the people who are actually committing violent acts and are not retaliating, but are instigating violence against the police are in the right. And I believe Vox also had a piece out that was in a similar vein. It's amazing the kind of advocacy that the media is doing. In this case, there's actually another one from the Baltimore local paper about some of the stuff that happened, just biased coverage and trying to give cover to a lot of the bad acts that were happening in Baltimore. And the reason why I actually bring these up, and one of the reasons why it was so amazing to me to read about these stories is I saw the Salon story earlier when you actually tweeted about it, Fishy, but that was not the last time I saw it. The last time I saw it was on Reddit in a Gamergate group, actually, surprisingly enough. And I know that we haven't talked a whole lot about Gamergate here, and I'm not going to, but suffice it to say, it's it was created as a reaction to the discovery of serious bias, liberal bias, and progressive bias, and social justice bias in the gaming journalism sector. And there's lots of impropriety and stuff. Anyway, what it has done is it has sort of generated a skepticism of the media, of media in general, and this article was posted to Kotaku in Action, which is the Gamergate headquarters on Reddit, and the amount of response is really heartening to me. It was all day long. It was one of the top topics on Kotaku in Action, and this is interesting because it's off topic. It's not something that has anything to do with games, video games, or the stuff that they normally cover. It is just it has bloomed from a skepticism of games journalism to seeing that there's this kind of liberal influence and this progressive influence and cover going towards things where factually this stuff makes no sense.
Are people starting to wake up to, well, just wake up and see through some of this clickbait and moral relativism and see it for the evil that it is, do you think? Is there reason to be optimistic?
Yes, it is a reason to be optimistic, and that's what's happening here in this particular example.
Well, I wanted to get on this one story. The interesting thing to underline here is people in the Gamergate, the gamer community, recognized media malpractice when it was applied to them, and they understood that fully. And what's happening here is that now that they've been the victim of this, they are able to transfer that knowledge into skepticism of other things. And that's huge, and we need to spend a lot of effort boosting people that are attacked by the social justice warriors for this reason, because I think communities like that, like the gamer community, are not the only ones that they're going to go after. The left is determined to police people. You saw some of this, people cheering Bruce Jenner going on television until he said he came out as a Republican and a Christian.
Right, I think people are going to see that and go, hold on, wait a minute. Maybe these Republicans who are constantly complaining, that seems so real. They seem right. Huh. He's really so thin-skinned that somebody calls him a clown that he went and attacked Jonah. But didn't he, I didn't pay too much attention to the story, but didn't he confuse Jonah and Stephen Hayes?
Yes, he
who
did,
are both
apparently.
on Brett Bayer's show. But they are not the same person.